I'm willing to say he's the basement coach of the year.
Two games, they're gonna get something rolling.
All right. This is part 2. Brady, Keegan, and Tyler, who will be making some more appearances across our platforms here, are with you. We just talked about KD for what felt like 3 hours. It actually ended up being about an hour and a half between Instagram and YouTube here. But let's dive into the deeper things. Let's talk about the actual free agents. There's a lot of them.
There is.
James Harden, Bradley Beal, Victor Oladipo, DeAndre Ayton, Jalen Brunson's a Knick. We know this. Zach LaVine. Everyone, even Marvin Bagley, who is just such a bust, and I love it. All right.
Now, before we get into this, do you want to break it down from who we think staying where they're at? And then do you want to get into the ones who we see leaving? Or do you want to go vice versa?
I just have a list of guys that I found. I'm like, who's relevant and who's going to the Celtics.
Okay.
I wrote it
So-
down.
I'm getting my list. I gotta get my list real quick.
So
Turn your
you
camera.
have your list. I think the one that we want to start with here is Zach LaVine. Obviously, he had a tremendous season with the Bulls last season, getting them to the playoffs. Big part of that deal with DeMar. I think LaVine stays with Chicago. I can't see him leaving DeMar like that. But yet again, DeMar has been thrown under the bus for years now. But I like LaVine staying in Chicago because they're a good young ball club. They've made the playoffs. All that stuff to do is they have to beat good teams. And they're working on that. So my vote is LaVine stays in Chicago.
Yep,
Well,
I have Levine in Chicago too, but I had it on a shortened contract, like 2 years.
I agree with all of you. And because of that, I found this feature on Zoom that claps. You'll hear a clapping noise if it wants to load, but I don't think it's going to load. That's kind of annoying, but whatever.
So Keegan, you gave a contract for LaVine. I'll give him
Yeah, do the contract.
3 years, $75 million.
2 years, 75 million. I was more. There's the clapping. I was more like 4 years, 115. There's a fly on my face.
Yeah, but DeMar as well. That
They got to lock him up. That's true.
Yeah, I had 2 years, 55 million.
Okay. That makes sense.
Keegan, we'll let you choose the next one that we shall talk about because as you guys are the host, I'm just the guest here. I thank you so much for having me as
You're a
well.
part of our team, my friend. You're a part of our team. Welcome to the team.
All right, so
Thank
let's
you,
pick
thank you.
somebody who currently right now is wearing the colors of one of Tyler's signs on the back. Let's go DeAndre Ayton.
Do you want me to take this one?
Sure.
This is interesting to me because
I think this is the biggest one where we just
this
don't
is
know.
the biggest what if.
Yeah.
This is the biggest mind puzzler to me because it doesn't make sense for him to leave.
And he looked like a lock to Detroit, and all of a sudden it's no Detroit. No Detroit.
I could see Ayton either staying with Phoenix or I say this with every free agent because they can get paid there. Sacramento, like
I see him re-signing on a 4-year, $80 million contract.
okay, but the reason I say Sacramento is because think about this. It may sound bogus, but Sacramento can afford anybody at this rate.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, they can.
So my guesses are either he resigns or he goes to Sacramento.
80 to Sacramento.
All right, so I had Ayton. I had
That would actually be dirty though. Katie and the Iron Fox, that would actually be kind of dirty. That'd actually be kind of clean. KD rocking purple.
Hey, Keegan.
Oh my God.
Where-
That'd be the
Mac.
worst sight ever.
Kevin Durant to the Detroit Pistons or Orlando Magic.
Oh my goodness. Katie to the Pacers.
No.
Oh my god.
All right.
KD
No,
to
I
the
didn't
Charlotte
say-
Hornets.
I put down 8 and 2 scenarios.
I can see that happening.
Gordon Hayward for KD. Write it down.
Oh yeah.
All right,
there you
enough
go.
KD talk. Enough KD talk. As we digress to DeAndre Ayton again. Take it away. What do you think
Yeah.
about Ayton right
All
now?
right. So I put down 2 scenarios. I said if he re-signs with Phoenix, I had 5 years, 100 million. So that's what Brady said, about 20 million a year. And I said,
100 mil seems too much for Ayton.
well, 5 years.
I say 5 years, 95 million.
And another team, this Brady and I talked about this, and it's kind of a like sleeper team, maybe. Dallas.
Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh,
Dallas.
okay.
2 years, 35 million.
What is it?
But they
with-
just got Christian Wood.
Yeah, he's a power forward. He's a power forward.
I don't know. I don't see him going to Dallas.
I'll give you a guy who's gonna go to Dallas. Dante DiVincenzo. Yep,
The Italian ginger.
Italian ginger. The pride of Villanova University.
Is he a free agent right this year?
The Sacramento did not pick up his offer, so he's an unrestricted free agent. They could use a guard, a wing. Dante could. I think he fits that system. He'd be a good complement to Luka. Now with Jalen Brunson going to the Knicks, I don't see why not.
I'd be okay with that.
All right. So, PJ
Is Gordon Hayward a free agent this year? Is Devontae Graham a free agent? Okay.
They're both not. Let's go to PJ Tucker. Another big what if, because it looks like he's a lock to Philly, but is he though?
We don't know.
I think he's going to go to Philly. 3 years, $30 million. No,
Where are you going, Tyler?
I'm PJ Tucker. I'm looking at a team that doesn't need me much, but I'll go there to be a support because I'm getting old. And the team I'm looking at for him is the Houston Rockets.
again,
Think he goes back to Houston?
I think he goes back to Houston to finish it out.
could see him go to the Lakers.
I'm giving him 3 years, 15 million.
Yeah. Now you guys went the opposite route of me, and Brady hated it.
You say Celtics, I swear to God.
No. I went a completely different way with this. Brady hated this. I said retirement.
I could see that though.
Retiring. He's not retiring. I think they said this morning that he looks like it's a lock to Philly. I think Windhorst said that this morning.
Well, we'll find out at 6 o'clock.
Bradley Beal.
Can we save him for last?
I was gonna do Harden last, but yeah.
Okay. Actually, yeah, Harden last. Is Harden the next one on our list?
No, I was just going around. I mean, Beal. I put Beal.
Okay.
I put
okay.
Harden, I put Mo Bamba. I put
I
a
got
couple guys, a couple like veterans I want the Celtics to sign. Gary Harris.
All right, so Bradley Beal.
Okay.
Let's be honest. He's in a better system than Sacramento. He's in Washington.
You think he resigns?
He's not. He declined his player option.
Right. That's where I'm at too. I'm like, if he declined the player option, there's no way.
I don't see him going Celtics.
No.
I would love that.
Oh, I would too. But now, especially with Kevin Durant,
I see for him. I see Charlotte.
wow,
Okay.
really? You're
They
gonna
can afford him.
you're gonna hate my pick, but why Charlotte?
They can afford him.
True.
Bradley Beal and LaMelo are great friends.
Yep,
and they got a good young group there.
you do.
And I think if you put Bradley Beal on that team, they're not a playoff lock, but they're a playoff hopeful. And I think that the fact that they can afford him is a significant sign. And I like the sign of Beal in Charlotte with LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward.
So my decision, I went based off some of what you said, which was
Swear to God, if you say
Young-
Celtics again, Keegan.
I'm not gonna say Celtics. No,
I like.
I
I,
went
you
some
told
young
me
talent.
earlier. I really liked it.
You like this one?
You told me, I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
Right, young talent, also some money. It's not ring chasing. It's probably a 5-6 playoff seed. And I see him fitting there. I put Toronto.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's
Now, why Toronto?
I just think it works from there because he doesn't seem the attitude who'd want to go to like a Milwaukee, Boston, Golden State team, like who's ready now. He'll probably want to show why, like he wants to prove he can be a number one option.
I mean, he's tried to do that in Washington, but look how that's turned out.
Yeah, but now you're going into I don't want to say a bigger market team, but probably a team that gets a little more exposure towards the NBA. Because is that fair to say Toronto can get more exposure than Washington in the NBA?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Well, I just want what
I think
Toronto.
Toronto gets more. Toronto's more relevant.
But Brady, before you say your pick for Beal, who do you like? Whose scenario do you like better for this? Not to shut you out, Keegan, but
No.
Who-
Like what makes more sense? What do I see happening? Toronto.
I did like the Charlotte one though. I think that's also a good
They
pick.
both make sense, but Beal needs a playoff run.
and there
And-
was another team I was thinking, but I'm not entirely sure, and that's why I said Charlotte. I was thinking San Antonio.
Ooh,
They got nobody.
ooh.
Do you think he'd want to be a part of that rebuild though?
Bradley Beal, yeah,
Whole
because he
career-
wants to be a star of the team.
whole career has been a rebuild. He needs to win, and especially now, I'm gonna give you a team could use a guy like Beal to just calm everything down. I think Bradley Beal will be a Philadelphia 76er. I'm sorry. I'm not. Look.
Cue this tiny violin.
Hey, look. God
Okay,
knows
but
where Harden's going.
Before you explain your Sixers thing,
Yeah.
how many times have we seen big key players go to the Sixers and it not work out? James Harden, Jimmy Butler,
It's James Harden. Jimmy
Benjamin
Butler doesn't
Simmons.
know. Stop. Jimmy Butler wasn't James Harden. James, it's not the
Al Horford.
not the Philly issue. It's the James Harden. It's James Harden. Everywhere James Harden goes, there's an issue. That's why you got to stick him in Sacramento. There'll be no issue over there.
Harden to Sacramento. It's confirmed.
No, but in all seriousness,
Guys, we're gonna make a new hotline here, ladies and gentlemen. Does your NBA player give you attitudes? Then you call up the Sacramento Kings. It's solitary confinement, and there's no way out after here.
come on, man. Look, in all seriousness, everywhere James Harden has played, people have left. Why? Because of him. If Beal goes, you know Harden's not coming back. Where's Harden gonna go?
We'll get into that in the last discussion because I got some great ideas. And no, it's not Sacramento.
I have an idea too, but you really just think about it. Just think about it. Beal in Philly makes so much more sense. That's a championship caliber team. They have money. Although they're probably going to trade Tobias Harris. Him and Thybulle's name have been floating around in rumors this week. But you talk about someone that is just going to work with Embiid and won't just agitate him and just be a nice compliment to him. If that were to happen, Oh, by no means am I saying Philly's winning the East, but I feel a lot better about it. Feel a lot better about it.
You're talking the same way like how Maple Leafs fans talk about Toronto. Toronto hasn't gone past the first round in 18 years. Philly hasn't gotten past the second round since when? It's
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. I think
Yeah.
Bill can put them over the hump. Let's dive into the book.
All right. Let's
Oh.
get into Victor Oladipo.
Oh, I was gonna say
You want to go Mo Bamba first?
go Oladipo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Victor Oladipo has tweeted out a wolf emoji. Now, this
I
means
pointed-
that we
And
think
I want credit because I pointed that out earlier.
give it
Better be
credit
a
to all to Mr. Kudo right here on my screen.
It's going to
The
be
Minnesota Timberwolves.
100%.
I don't see it
I do.
because of Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell,
I see it.
but I'm going to let Brady take this one. Brady, why do you think Victor Oladipo is going to be a Minnesota Timberwolf here?
Aside from him tweeting the wolf emoji, well, first of all,
I mean, that could have been a Grizzly emoji. We don't know.
oh,
I'm joking here.
let me check that again. That's a great point.
Oh,
Victor. Be great if I could spell Victor. Victor. I did Ictor. Oladipo. How quickly all right, so he tweeted that meme. And then oh wait, but he uses that emoji. What y'all think about birthday? He's been tweeting a lot with this wolf. But if you were gonna hint at you going to the Grizzlies, wouldn't you tweet? There goes my phone. Wouldn't you tweet a bear?
Yeah.
Well, that's part one. Part two, they need veteran presence, and they need depth. That's something in the playoffs they lacked with depth. Granted, they took Memphis to the limit, but Memphis and them are very similar situations. They don't have a lot of depth.
Yeah.
It's just another veteran presence. They're going to get him on a minimum. That, you know what? They could play a 3-guard setup with D'Lo, Russell, D'Lo, Edwards, and Oladipo. Like, it lightens the load off of Edwards. It's more shooting off the bench. It's another floor spacer off the bench. A floor they didn't have any shooting off the bench. Keegan,
yeah.
where's Oladipo going?
Where's Oladipo going?
Yep.
Do you want me to pick another team besides the Timberwolves, since that's what everybody's saying?
Well, is that what you think, or is that what? If that's
I'm
what,
I have
going
another
off of that
team
because
right
of the emoji.
I'm not thinking Timberwolves so much now.
what are you thinking?
I'm going to wait to see what Keegan's thinking.
Okay.
Oh, Portland, whatever.
Okay. Tyler.
Boy, if you don't get Victor Oladipo out of Portland there, I swear to God. This is another tough one for me. And I'm gonna say Golden State.
Oh boy, they don't have the money.
You don't need money for Oladipo.
But Looney,
Not to be mean to him, but
Looney, Porter, there's other priorities.
Yeah. And they already have
I
a
say
deep
Golden
enough
State
bench, too.
because of the fact that put him at shooting guard as a backup shooting guard. Like, who's your backup shooting guard?
Jordan Poole,
Jordan Poole's backup for Steph.
Gary Payton II,
Gary Payton's backup for small forward.
Otto Porter Jr.,
Otto Porter Jr. is backup for Draymond.
Montescano Anderson,
Who?
the first Mexican American to win an NBA championship.
Oh,
Congrats, but I still don't know who he is.
Recently signed with Clutch Sports.
But the reason I say Oladipo to Golden State, it makes sense. I like it. I like Oladipo in blue colors. There's
It does make sense. It's just, I mean,
just something about Oladipo in blue colors that looks very great. I mean, when he was with OKC, didn't we love that?
yeah. Even in
But
Orlando,
Oladipo to Golden State or Minnesota is my pick there.
Okay. Let's go with Mo. Let's go to Mo. Mo.
I got
Oh Oh my God. I see him.
Keegan,
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say.
let's let this guy take it first.
Oh,
And I need a lengthy explanation because Mo Bamba is another tricky one where we don't know too many systems that are going to fit him.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. First of all, if he comes to Boston, I'm gonna lose it because I don't want him in Boston, and I doubt he's gonna go to Boston.
no, they don't have the money for him.
I put a team that we've said, like we've talked about already a couple times, and he could be he was starting in Orlando.
You're saying Portland again.
I'm not saying Portland. No, I put Sacramento.
I put Detroit.
Hey, Sacramento, baby.
I put
Get
Detroit.
some love.
So we have two lower echelon teams from Obama. You say Sacramento. I say Detroit. Where are you going?
You know, if you say Boston,
You say
Nope. I'm saying the Knicks.
okay,
I like that.
that's
I
a
like
good
the
pick.
Knicks.
I got the shot. I love
I
him.
also like the Thunder. I've been thinking the Thunder a lot. But I'm going to lock in on the Knicks because of the fact RJ Barrett, Mo Bamba, and whoever else they got in New York would be a good learning experience for him.
Okay. Do they have the money?
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. That's a dumb question. Yeah, they do, huh?
it's the Knicks. They have nothing but money.
I got distracted. So I saw this. It's Boston Diehards had. They do that thing and they put Kevin Durant spotted at Logan.
That's I don't think that's Kevin Durant.
So I reposted it. Well, I guess it
Unless he's wearing a long ass turban on his head.
my mom, bless her heart, she goes, "Wow, maybe he's going on vacation." I said, "That's not Kevin Durant, Ma."
But before we get into more, another one that just became a free agent today, Kemba Walker.
Sacramento.
Is
Sacramento.
that what we're locking in at?
No. I have no idea. I have no idea.
I could care less where he goes. He's fallen off.
Yeah, it's falling off. All right. Honestly, a reunion back to Charlotte.
Orlando Magic.
Oh.
Washington Wizards.
Oh. I'm stealing Keegan's pick. Kemba.
If Beal's gone, Kemba to Washington. We're writing that down.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to give you two guys that the Celtics, I think, are going to get today.
Oh, God.
Two. What? No, what are you saying? What are you saying?
What?
What did you say? No, I'm sorry. What did you say?
KD.
Yes. A guy who has won a championship with the Celtics.
Can I try to guess who it is?
Sure.
He won a championship with the Celtics
He did.
in 08?
No, wait.
Jesus Christ. Kendrick Perkins out of retirement?
Rajon Rondo. And the homeboy JaVale McGee.
McGee is not coming to Boston.
He is.
No,
He
he's
is.
not. No, he's not.
Because Adam Taylor said that on our podcast with him. Check it out if you haven't. And it made all the sense of the world because I was like, Mo Bamba to Boston. Bamba to Boston. Yeah. You know, the nightclubs would go crazy if we had Mo Bamba to Boston. But no. Money-wise, it didn't make sense. He said, JaVale McGee, it's a veteran. It's a rim protector. It makes sense. Lightens the load off of Williams. I said, okay, fair enough. Rondo provides defense and a veteran presence off the bench, and they needed that.
I'll tell you right now, 10,000 times more I'd want Rondo than McGee. And I think Tyler would agree with me on that.
I don't want either.
I
Rondo's
really don't
trouble.
want either.
How about DeMarcus Cousins? No, because they need a big.
Are you talking about 10 years ago?
No, talking about now.
No.
So who do they sign? That's a big.
Sign or resign?
Sign.
I think the answer is Al Horford.
They need someone off the bench.
You have Tice.
No,
No.
they gotta try.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say DeAndre Jordan.
Is this 10 years in the past, or is it?
Nah, I'm kidding. We were talking about this earlier. Marvin Bagley.
Oh no!
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time up. He's not a bust no matter what you say. He's not a bust.
Put him in a good system. Watch what he does. I watched him play in person on Detroit, and the kid's a great ball player. He's got a great IQ.
I watched him play in person in Sacramento.
He's just been put in bad systems where he doesn't have a good coach. Okay. But as I'm looking at the time here, we got 9 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah, we'll do two more.
Who is the next one you want to do, Keith?
Keegan.
Oh, he was talking to me. This is one that you mentioned earlier, Brady, when it was just us two. Carmelo Anthony.
Staying with LA.
Yeah, I'll stay with LA.
I had retirement.
No. Okay. No, that's likely, but not yet.
So let's throw another name in there. Chris
Brady,
Middleton.
come on.
He's a free agent.
I believe so.
No, he's not.
No, not Middleton. Wes Matthews.
He's not a free agent. Is he? No, he's not.
I think he is. I'm just throwing out names here.
Gary Harris is.
I'll tell you what. I'll pick a name. I think he's a free agent, and I told Brady I want him on the Celtics.
Oh.
Veteran experience, Nick Batum.
No.
Yes.
I see him going back.
No, you know who's a free agent? And I want him back on the Celtics. Or somewhere where he'll get paid.
Who?
Terry Rozier.
Let the church say amen. Not a free agent, but let the church say amen. I'll take Terry Rozier back on this team in a heartbeat.
I think anybody would.
Scary Terry.
All right. Now, let's get into the big one of the day here. Keegan Hamblett, I'm going to start with you, my fellow Dean Bulldog.
God.
Yeah.
Beard himself, James Harden. Let's have a great discussion about this. Or shall we save a part 3 for Harden?
No.
Part 3. I gotta go to dinner.
All
No.
right. So let's do it.
We'll get
Keegan, I'm going to start with you.
All right. Yeah.
James Harden.
I had two teams, and one of them I'm taking off because Chris Paul's staying with the Suns. So I'm taking that off the list. The other one I had on the list, and I think if it happens, then you were right about being toxic. The whole thing's going to be a failure. And I had Portland, but wait. If he goes to Portland, Dame's going to be pissed and he's gone.
Okay, so what's your actual team here you're picking?
No, I'm still going Portland. It's not the team, it's the team where I think
taking
he's
into
going to sign.
consideration
It's the
KD?
team where I think he's going to sign. What is that?
What is going on? What is going on?
AD for KD. Westbrook for LeBron.
I'm so lost.
Westbrook for LeBron.
I mean, Westbrook
For
for
Kyrie. Yeah.
What is
Kyrie.
AD and Westbrook for Kyrie and KD.
what's wrong with Brooklyn? You know what? I'm not worried about that. Nope.
This isn't the KD episode.
Kevon Looney to Golden State,
Yep.
James Harden to either the Trailblazers or the Clippers or the Lakers. I don't know. I don't
Clippers
know.
the big four. Yeah, we'll get the big four going.
No, I don't know with James Harden. I don't know. Go ahead. You're gonna say Philly,
Nope.
Toronto,
Nope.
I say Boston.
Washington,
Nope.
Charlotte, Miami.
Boston.
Nope. Nope.
Say it.
Utah.
Why is
Think
that?
about this. Donovan Mitchell is gone. We know he's getting traded.
No, he's not. No, he's
Mitchell's
not.
gonna get traded.
They're gonna get rid of Gobert before they get rid of Mitchell. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got 4 minutes left. Good.
Say Donovan Mitchell gets traded
She won't.
for some miraculous thing. What if they trade him for KD? You never know. It's the NBA. You bring in Harden to Utah in the middle of nowhere. All I'm saying is Harden to Utah. The two biggest scumbags in the NBA, Rudy Gobert and James Harden. Hey. Harden to Utah is my pick.
God.
I'm telling you this right now. We're all making fun of each other's picks, but two of us, three, or all three of us are all going to be wrong.
Probably. I'm bound out of this list. I'm bound to get like 3 of these right, and there's like 18 names on here.
I'm going to get one right.
But now we still have some time here before we have to wrap up. So let's spend these final 2 minutes about what you just showed.
About what?
KD and Kyrie want to still spend time playing together.
But not-
Pause. But not in Brooklyn? Is it going to be LA?
Nope, Sacramento, and they're winning the first championship.
You know you
I'm-
say it. You say it so seriously, and guess what? It's not going to happen.
No, I'm not.
For
Yeah,
9
you-
o'clock tonight, are we all saying KD will have a new basketball team?
At 9 o'clock tonight, yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Tyler, this is not the first, and this is the first. No, this is your second time. It's certainly not the last time you'll be with us, my friend.
Now you have to edit this before it goes up, correct?
Yeah, I edit a little bit.
Is the first episode already up?
No, it doesn't take long to edit. I put in an intro. I make sure everything goes smoothly, and then I put it up. There you go. That's the secret. That's the secret. All right. NBA free agency special, 6 o'clock tonight, ESPN. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We're live from Gillette Stadium, July 3rd, 5:45 p.m. Eastern. It was 6, but we moved it to 5:45. New England Revolution host FC Cincinnati. Brenner coming off a hat trick today. We're going to be talking with some members of the Rebellion, previewing that matchup. Really, really looking forward to it. For the Dean Bulldogs, I'm Brady Kudo. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, share. You know the drill. It's in the link tree. Go do it. Enjoy your day.